Hey, BoLS fans! I'm AdamHarry with
JayArr.
We have the brand new Warhammer Age of Sigmar Warcry starter sets.
Warcry. Skirmish combat in the mortal realms.
Pretty stoked about this, dude.
Yeah, I am as well. It looks amazing.
I'm gonna get a hernia flipping the thing over.
Jeez, this box is substantial. You could injure yourself or someone else with it.
Or both.
Or both at the same time.
This box has a lot of stuff in it. We're looking at a 160-page book.
Jeez.
There's a 4-page Quickstart guide. There's a game board, 20 fighter cards, 4 ability cards, 36 training cards, 36 deployment cards, 36 victory cards, 36 twist cards, 18 dice, a ruler, tokens, and of course the ruined city terrain, which you see displayed before you.
And on top of that, you'll also find 28 Citadel miniatures. 29 miniatures, including the Iron Golem warband in its entirety, the Untamed Beasts warband, and then you'll find 6 each of Chaos Raptors and also Furies.
Yes, it's a lot of really cool stuff. We're pretty excited about this one.
I'm stoked. This game has been on our radar for a while.
Yes.
Let's dig in.
Let's do it. Whew, okay. Let's lift. Lift and separate.
This is one of those team lift
Yeah.
items.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
It's a giant box of plastic.
It is a giant box of plastic.
Okay, let's separate these out by warbands as best we can tell in terrain.
This looks like Untamed Beasts.
We'll go back through all this stuff here in a bit, but there you go. This is a Chaos Furies.
Definitely Iron Golems.
Ooh, Chaos Furies.
More Beasts.
More Raptors.
These are Furies.
Okay.
Okay, and now we come to the
Holy
terrain.
crap.
Oh man, these look amazing. Let's we'll get into them in just a minute.
How many sprues are the same, do you think?
I'm betting like there's probably 2 each of some of them, and then a lot of them
looks
look
like there's 2
a lot
each
of
of
them
that one.
look unique.
Yeah, there's that one, and then this one has got the crazy swirly thing going on there. I don't know what that is.
All right.
Okay, we'll go through all those, we promise, in a bit. What else we got?
We have your standard little sheet of artwork separator that keeps the plastic off of the sweet, sweet game board tokens and cards and all that other stuff.
Yeah,
so this is the board.
The board is double-sided, by the way. We'll open that up here in a second. We've got cards. This is the deployment cards. This is a little pack of twist cards. This is a pack of victory cards, and then finally a pack of battlefield cards. And they come in the 4 different deck boxes already, so that's kind of nice. Not the loose leaf cards that we've seen before, kind of like the warband cards.
Right, which are right there, and you also get your different
Ooh, the oversized cards.
Oversized cards. We
We have a scan to read sample chapter. If you want to read the
if you want to get into
book.
some of the fluff.
That's cool.
And then, of course, there's also...
base randomly.
Ooh, sweet. I'm sure there are plenty more.
There's a core rulebook in here with the instructions on how to build stuff. This is not a hardback, so that's kind of interesting. Kind of nice.
And then it looks like, unlike normal, there is actually stuff under the little thing for which is why we always check.
We always check. Here's all the bases.
The other bases.
Yeah, I was wondering. I was like, geez,
you got your custom Warcry dice right here.
You got all your bases for the different models that you're going to need.
You got a ton of bags to keep stuff in, which is helpful.
And then, of course, our range ruler measuring stick tape thing, which is translucent, which is nice. And it looks like it's 12 inches there. So there you have it. And it's super bendy, as you can see. You can, Okay, I think that's everything in the box.
That is a lot of stuff. Let's kind of go through it all.
Yeah, let's pause real fast. We'll clean this up and go through each section. Here are the Iron Golem sprues for this warband. You can see here there are basically 3 of these little mini sprues. But yeah, that's all 3 of them there. Really highly detailed. I know a lot of folks were interested in what these were going to look like, so let's go ahead and take a closer look.
They look amazing. So you can see the detail of some of the Iron Warriors here. There's like where's the big guy, the ogre guy?
I think he's on the other sprue. But what's interesting too is I'm looking at these. You can see the chainmail has quite a bit of detail going on there.
There's a ton of detail here. Also worth noting is the indentations on their chests where the armor plates kind of slot in.
Yeah.
I think some of the armor... Yeah, like... there's one of the plates.
Yeah, armor plates that go right there on top of the chest piece there.
These are these are the like Smiths of Chaos, so they're renowned for having like heavy armor and all that jazz.
Here's the other sprue, and to JayArr's point, this one's got the Ogre as well as the Duradin question mark guy with the two hammers. So yeah, in terms of like Chaos Smiths, definitely have that motif covered. If you're looking for a heavily armored war machine to play, I think this is your crew.
Sweet.
Yeah. All right, next up is the Untamed Beast. Again, same thing we just saw in terms of number of sprues. You got the 3 little mini sprues here.
You can see where this sprue has been broken off from the other one.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and focus in on the big one like we did last time. And as you can see, it's pretty cool.
Now, the Untamed Beasts have a much more organic looking feel to them. They are the Untamed Beasts of Chaos, and it shows. Their weapons are very, very clearly made of like the bones of other creatures.
Yep.
Their blades are full of teeth and spines.
Yeah, their armor is leathers and furs
and hides, and that is a lot of the detail that shows up. I want to point out some of the Untamed Beasts that are working along with them, like the Chaos.
Yep.
Yeah. And I saw some like weird horn ram looking skulls as well that seems like they may not have just been killing beasts, but perhaps beast men as well.
Ooh. Well, you could definitely see from the other sprue the helmet motif that the chief guy has here. It does seem very ram like. What's cool about these guys, and to JayArr's point, is they are very barbarian-like.
Yeah.
They remind you more if you've classic D&D barbarians.
Yeah, or if you've played Skyrim.
Yeah.
The Forsworn is very much these guys' aesthetic. You can see it in their crazy bone axes and teeth, swords, and all that stuff.
Yeah. Dark Oath. The Dark Oath warband.
Yeah.
That kind of motif of the classic looking barbarian in
Chaos Marauder.
Chaos Marauder, wearing loincloths and furs and using strange weapons that are bone and sinew, yes. I like the motif though. They look pretty cool.
Yeah.
They are lightly armored but very fast. They're one of the faster warbands, and they can attack from pretty much any range. So watch out for them. So cool. Let's take a look at the Chaos Beasties next. Here are the Chaos Beastie sprues. We've got the Furies and the Raptors, and real fast, there's basically 2 sets of sprues, and you get 2 copies of those. So we're going to pull those top ones off just so we can see. We're going to start with the Furies because this is the larger one.
They've got their leathery bat wings, and you can see the like.
And actually, I notice it now. The Raptors also have kind of the sprue's kind of a big combo sprue. So.
Yeah, they've got the feathered wings in there as well.
Yeah.
There's lots of talons. Here's the little demonic looking guy with a knife.
Yeah,
you can see the gruesome bodies of the Furies that represent the Archaon's rage.
What's great too about these Furies is they're the first updated Furies we've seen for the Fury model in a very, very long time. So Age of Sigmar Warhammer fans, there you go, brand new Fury models for you. And then also the Raptors here. Again, that's that sprue, kind of like Chaos War Dogs, but with wings.
Right.
Warhounds, but they have wings.
But because they're raptors. They're birds of prey.
Yeah. So here's the other sprue, and you can kind of see this one as well. Again, lots of detail. We can't stress that enough. I don't think the camera is doing these justice. When you see them in person,
you'll understand.
Yeah, it'll make a lot more sense. Okay. Wow, JayArr.
That is a lot of terrain.
That is a lot of terrain. So, breakdown real quick.
All right.
You get 2 copies of this sprue. So we'll take that one off.
2 copies of this sprue, taking that one off.
Yeah. And then you get 3 other unique sprues that are just kind of solo. So we're going to go through each one by themselves, but in total, you're looking at 7 sprues worth of terrain.
Yep.
Which is plenty for you to stack your playboard that you get, which we'll go over here in a second. So let's start off with this sprue and put the other ones to the side for now only. Yeah.
All right. This looks like a rather wicked-looking iron window gate kind of thing.
Yeah.
These are the ruins terrain, and they've got like a ton of very intricate detail.
Actually, if you look at this is the same either side. So the walls of the building have Sigmar-like sculptures.
They do. Wow, yeah, I hadn't noticed that.
Now, the other thing, too, is these are ruins. So that's very important to note. So in the area the game takes place, which is the it used to be the all points, is now the 8 points.
Right.
So that was an area that was heavily influenced by commerce and trade. It was the nexus for a lot of the mortal realms to come and meet and trade and to develop a society.
And now
chaos came and everything went to crap, went to chaos and corrupted. And that's why these buildings are what they are.
Yeah, now it's Archaon's house.
Yep, so really cool. I love this little fountain-looking thing here.
Yeah, that fountain is pretty amazing.
Yeah, and I also really appreciate the detail in the wood planks, which, again, being ruins, you can do some really cool stuff with it. I can't wait to see more from this terrain set, if there is going to be more.
Here we go. Next up, more of that Sigmarite building ruins. These are the sort of filled-in places where before they had the open windows and the giant grates.
Yeah.
You can see there are runes engraved on each of the little bricks here, which is just like a phenomenal level of detail.
Yeah, this reminds me a lot of the Stormcast Storm Vault stuff.
Yeah, that's right.
Just it's the same similar motif with the stone and the runes and stuff everywhere.
And that makes a lot of sense too, because a lot of this is sort of building off of the Necroquake. The Necroquake is one of the reasons that the Stormcasts have gone out to the 8 points, is to try and uncover secrets that Sigmar would desperately want to keep out of the hands of chaos.
One more thing I want to mention about these sprues as we're going through them. These are the heavier plastic sprues.
They're that
the sturdier plastic. If you have any of the train kits, you know what I'm talking about. It's a denser feeling plastic. There's a little bit more weight to it than, say, like the model sprues. Not that those are soft by any means, but these are just kind of more durable. Speaking of...
This is the Chaos Sprue. You can tell because there's spikes everywhere.
There are spikes everywhere. There's some Chaos, there's fallen Chaos iconography here. These trees are jacked up.
Yeah, this is where you will injure yourself.
Yeah, there's a lot of barricades here and palisades, stuff to look at. I think these are actually bridges that are supposed to be between the gaps of the buildings. So
cool.
Kind of on the top of the roof.
Very cool.
Very cool looking stuff here. I really want to play on this stuff right now.
I do as well. Like,
what's the next one?
You can tell there's a lot of room to put your minis up here.
Yeah.
Which is something that GW's really been hammering home since like all the Kill Team stuff.
Yeah. One of the things too they mentioned is that this is actually a ladder, a stair step, and there is actually room for you to slide the bases of the miniatures in there, so you can physically be on the stairs, which you don't see a lot. You don't see that kind of thoughtfulness in stairs a lot of the time. Just because it's hard to position models up there, but because you can actually put the base underneath those slots, you can kind of see the big gap there.
Yeah, and this is on an incline, so
right. This is designed to be on an incline, so you can put your models in there, they'll fit, and they can, you know, if it sits, it fits, right? So
yeah, exactly, and that tracks with a lot of the things that we've learned about Warcry, is that they want it to feel more like acrobatic and cinematic,
and vertical.
Yes, they want you leaping across things, bounding into one another, crashing headlong as you...
I love this bell. Look at that. It's definitely like a Sigmar bell tower. That's just cool. All right, last sprue that we're gonna look at here from the kit. This is a giant fallen statue. This is the swirly thing that I was talking about. Yeah. That's a statue of Sigmar.
Well, there's his hair. Yep. There's his crazy lightning bolt earrings, and there's what's left of his face. As you can see, there are more palisades and spikes here.
And actually, that's like a blown up version of Sigmar's head. So yeah,
look, there he is.
Way to go, Sigmar! But yeah, very cool. And then more palisades, more of those stairs we just talked about. I love those. And then just ladders and stuff to get around. I'm digging it, man. I'm digging it.
I'm digging it too. What should we dig through next?
Let's go through the board next. All right, here's the board, except it's folded up.
Yep.
So we have to unfold this thing.
Open this thing up, which it is double-sided. So here's that one side. Wow, this is really, really cool looking.
Let me try to fit this whole thing in here. I don't know if we can, but it is a 30 by 22 board. Great for whatever size game you're wanting of Warcry there. So that's pretty cool looking. See, this is the type of stuff that I'd like to see more of, like actual terrain kits though.
I love that it fits on this table like pretty easily. If we slid it over to the middle of it, it would fit on without hanging off. And
like if you have a coffee table or a dinner table at home,
you could just play it wherever.
And here's the other side.
Here's the other side.
Yeah, again, it's got that really cool GW kind of terrain look to it. But it is still a playable board.
And this board is actually super useful for the terrain that you can build. They're compatible with each other. The lines and stuff of the board you'll use as markers because in this game you'll get like different cards that tell you how to set up the terrain depending on what match you're playing.
Yeah, very cool stuff.
While we have it out, speaking of the cardboard things, let's take a look at the tokens real quick. Yeah,
lots of tokens in this game. This is double-sided. As you can see here, different stuff.
Wound trackers, different kinds of markers, different power level, that sort of thing. Yeah. Just to help you keep track of everything that is going on in the game.
Yeah, those are your wound markers on this side. You're gonna need a lot of those.
Folks have a lot of wounds.
Pretty brutal and bloody. Cool. What's next, JayArr? I think that's just about everything. We gotta show off the core book. Yeah. All right, here is the core book for Warcry. It is a 160-page softback, as you can see here. It is not a hardback.
It is a beast of a book. Yeah, there is a ton of stuff in here.
Yeah. Now, we're not actually going to go through this book today. We're going to show this off in a future video, but it is included here. We want to show that off. It's got all of your core rules to play. We are going to be showing off the warband cards, though, so check these out. So here are the cards for the 2 different warbands, the Chaos Beasts, and some trackers. This stuff is there's a lot of stuff here, and then we also have the instructions. So let's go through real fast. These are the big old Chaos Beasts.
Yeah. These are their ability cards, so they keep track of the different abilities you can unlock and use. Yep. A lot of them you'll have to roll doubles or triples. We'll get into that when we go through the book. Yep. They've got a set of universal abilities and a set of warband abilities on these ones.
Yep. Here's the Iron Golems here and the Untamed Beasts. This shows you all of the models and their names as well. So when you're playing, if you're attacking, say, Plains Runners, you know which 3 models those are. And then you flip them over, and then this gives you a rundown of all of their special rules. Like JayArr was saying, you need doubles, triples, and quads. If you can get those, good stuff's going to happen for you, hopefully. That's their special rules. Each warband also has these little tracker cards. These are just, you've got different skull numbers, 1, 2, 3, and then 1 through 6 as well. So you get 4 of these cards. So.
And then you also get cards for each of the different models that you'll find in this box. Yeah. So we've got the Chaos Raptors and Furies right here.
You've got their stat cards here broken down. There's a points value in the top, middle of the card, top of the section here. This is going to show off their movement, their toughness, and the number of wounds they have, as well as any special runes they have, and also their weapon profiles. Which we'll go over all those stats when we go through the book to cover all that fun stuff. On top of that, same deal with all of the different warriors in the warbands. So for the Untamed Beasts here, there's all of these different models. And again, you kind of use this in conjunction with their card. It'll tell you what the name of the actual model is. But yeah, it's kind of interesting that GW opted to go with their own kind of visual language with this game.
I think it is. I think it's a really interesting thing that it says about the game. They want it to be streamlined and like a little faster to play than the core Age of Sigmar.
Yeah. Once you learn the visual language of this game and what all the runes and symbols mean,
it's pretty easy.
It's pretty easy to pick up and play, and it'll make more sense. It also helps that everything's kind of located in the same basic area. So for when you're swapping between warbands and cards, and then again, it's very easy to reference stuff. This is just the instructions on how to put stuff together.
Which you need because there's a lot of stuff to put together.
Yep.
The models you probably could figure them out.
Yeah, there's monopose models, but there's a lot of them, so this will help out with that. And then as far as terrain, you can follow the instructions here, or I feel like the stuff is versatile enough, for some of the pieces at least, you can kind of do your own thing.
You can crazy go nuts.
Yeah. Cool.
Well, that has been everything in the new Age of Sigmar Warcry starter set box.
A lot of stuff. Again, Team Lift.
Yeah.
Watch out for that one.
This is available for pre-order by the time you're watching this video.
For sure.
So check it out if you haven't. It's a fun game. It's got a cool bunch of like campaign modes and rules and all kinds of fun stuff. Check it out.
Yeah, stick around. We'll be back too with more from the core rulebook. So come check us out on the channel. I'm AdamHarry.
I'm JayArr.
We're from BoLS Souls.
Thanks for watching.
Click to subscribe. Check out more videos. And thanks for watching.